I am Josh Austin. I'm the producer of Dark Sector at D3 Publisher. Dark Sector is the origin story of a superhero, and in this game you play as Hayden Tenno as he grows from a normal human and gets infected, and then he evolves throughout the whole course of the game, and you evolve with him. He's a CIA agent. It's kind of like Jack Bauer from 24 kind of idea, where he's kind of like a rogue agent. He runs off and he does things that they kind of try and hide, and they don't really want anyone to know about. He's one of those guys. It's mostly Eastern European based architecture. There's some great areas already in the game where you can see a later level in the background. He's in this church, and it's really cool because it's very ominous, and you hear him and you see that way in the background of the city, and you end up getting into it. So there's a lot of that. You'll be able to revisit some areas, and you'll be going through some of those areas too, so it will feel like it's a full connected city. We're doing our best to make sure that you get that feeling. One of our big things is, first level you start off with a gun and you get familiar with the game. Second level you get the glaive. Third level you get electricity or what, like we're pacing it in that way where each level is themed around what you gain as you evolve, so that you really have the time to learn it and stuff like that. But it also gives you the opportunity to learn more and find out what those things do for the player and to the enemies, so you really feel powerful as you go through. Some games you just start off as a character and you end up the same guy at the end, and that's kind of one of the things that we wanted to avoid. We love the camera style in Resident Evil 4 and some of the pacing and stuff like that. It was a really well-paced game, so that's a really huge influence. We were working on this before Gears of War came out, so Gears of War hasn't really been a direct influence, but they definitely upped the scale of graphical content and production values as far as how the game looks and stuff like that. So they've set the bar, and we're doing our best to keep that bar high. Everything's driving immersion in our game, so we're trying to keep you in there where you don't have the HUD cluttering up the screen, and people that watch movies might latch onto that. We're hoping for that, where they look at it and they go, hey, that looks like a movie, and it's an interactive movie. So that's one of the reasons why we really wanted to ditch the HUD at the beginning. Typically in these games you want more of an action-based, like good setting, run along kind of thing, where you're not really getting your hand held. We'll have lots of multiple paths and stuff like that, but it just opens up the experience and also lets these players just get into it and not figure out where they have to go next kind of thing.